Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Medifast Mondays. My name is Donna. I'm an independent Optavia coach, and I'm here to help you with a little tweaking of the meals or fuelings. So anyway, as if you just watched my crepe video, then you know that I had a brainstorm on the way to the grocery store yesterday, and I thought, ooh, how would a caramel gingerbread cheesecake sound? Actually, it sounded pretty good, so I kind of messed around with it. I think I got the recipe right, but I don't know. I liked it. It turned out pretty good. So anyway, what I'm going to use is one package of the Optavia gingerbread soft bake. You could use the Medifast one too, if that's what you have. So I'm going to dump that in my bowl. I'm going to try not to make a mess. In here, I have a tablespoon of part skim ricotta, a half a tablespoon of cream cheese, light cream cheese, use the light, not the fat-free, and then a half a tablespoon of light sour cream. Again, whichever brand you use is fine. I'm not endorsing anything. The ricotta is actually on, if you look on the meatless options, ricotta is on there. So again, if you need help with figuring out how to count all of this against your lean and green, contact your coach. If you don't have a coach and you need one or you'd like to have one, then give me a holler and I'm happy to help you out. Anyway, back to this. So that's what's in here. A tablespoon of ricotta, half a tablespoon each of sour cream and cream cheese. And again, use the light, not the fat-free, because oftentimes when they do fat-free products, they take all the fat out, but then they replace it with shit that's bad for you, that's probably worse than the fat itself. So just use the light, not the fat-free. And then I also have 3 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk. That's going to go in there. And then I'm going to mix it up. And the cream cheese and sour cream and stuff, I've had that sitting out for a minute, so it's room temperature. It's a little bit easier to mix up if it's room temperature, and then you don't end up with hunks of it in your mix. This I'm going to cook in the Stone Wave. I'm not going to use the tray that comes with this because I tried it with the tray and it just was too dry. But I think the Stone Wave worked out pretty well, and it was actually very moist. So I'm going to just stir it up and make sure and get as many lumps. I mean, I could run this through a blender and get it pureed really good, but I don't care if there's a lump or two. It doesn't matter. So anyway, that's what it looks like. That's the consistency. It kind of, if you've ever made a cheesecake, it kind of looks like the cheesecake batter. I'm not putting egg product in this. I don't know. I don't know. But usually in cheesecake you do, but I'm not putting egg product in this. Anyway, I am going to, even though this is non-stick, I'm going to spray it anyway just because I don't want it to tear. So I'll give it a little squirt of the butter flavor, and then just wipe it out because you don't really need all that in there. If you don't have a Stone Wave, I think any ceramic non-stick type of affair would work in the microwave. I would just kind of maybe cover it loosely, but I use the Stone Wave for a lot of stuff. It's kind of a cool little thingy. Okay, so I'm going to dump my batter into that. Make sure you get it all the goodness, all the vitamins, all the nutrients, all the crops in there. Anyway, I hope everybody had a really good week last week and you're, on plan and progressing with your journey very nicely. I had a thought this morning that it's almost a year ago that I started on the Medifast program. I have lost just this short of 90 pounds. When I first started, I committed to losing 100, so I'm very close to hitting my goal. So anyway, just you got to celebrate the small victories. So me being someone who has tried every diet known to man, I am just so pleased that this has worked so well. And if you're new to the Optavia program and you're thinking, oh, this isn't going to work, if you stick to it, it will work, and it will be in your benefit. So keep at it. All right, that's my pep talk. Okay, so I'm going to cover this. It's in there now. I'm going to cover this and stick it in the microwave. I'm going to do it a minute and then 30 seconds and 30 seconds because I just want to take the lid off it and check it. I would not I would try not to overcook this because it's kind of, yeah, you don't want to overcook it. So, and because it's got the cheese and the sour cream and stuff in there, it's not going to be the dry consistency like the soft bake is. You know how it's kind of like bread-like. This is going to be more of a moist type of thing. So if it still looks a little moist, it's okay. There'll be a little carryover cooking. It'll be fine. So anyway, a minute 30. Minute. And then when that's done, I will put it on a plate, stick it in the fridge and let it cool, because I'm going to put some whipped topping, and then the caramel part is going to come in. I'm going to use Walden Farms caramel syrup on it, and then just a little touch of ground walnuts. It's awesome. Again, I had it last night. It was really good. So if you like the recipe, if you try it and you like it, let me know, you know, because when I first started with the program, I did a lot of, you know, watching people online and stuff, and just that helped me tremendously to see what other people are doing and how they're you know, tweaking the meals. And it just, you know, and then just do your own thing. If something sounds good, try it. I mean, the only way you're going to find out if it's good is if you try it. If you don't try it, then you always wonder, hey, I wonder if that's any good. So I've had a couple that weren't so good, you know, but most of the time they end up pretty good. "30 seconds. Anyway, if, like I said, my information's down below. If you want to just shoot me an email and let me know how you liked it, whether you did like it or didn't like it, or what you didn't like about it, or, you know, hey, I wonder if it'd be good like this. And hey, I'm happy to share recipes with anybody. I am, if you have something that you've tried that works good too, let me know, because, you know, I'd be interested in that. Be right back. More seconds, it'll be perfect. And that smells so good, because that gingerbread, ooh, I love the gingerbread. The gingerbread, the brownies, I'm actually addicted to the brownies. I have a brownie every day, whether, you know, every night before I go to bed. That's my dessert. So I have the brownie and the cheddar cheese popcorn, which is pretty damn good if you ask me. So those are my two favorite things. Everything else, you know, I pretty much like. I'm not much of a shake person. I don't know. If I'm going to eat, I want to chew. I don't want to drink. Okay, so when it comes out, the lid's hot. Don't touch the lid. I mean, even with my asbestos hands, I'm not going to pick up the lid. So, see? It kind of comes out like it's spongy, kind of mushy. So what I'll do is I'm going to let this sit. I'll put it on a trivet and let it sit and cool for a few minutes. And then I'll take it out, pop it on this plate, stick it in the fridge, and then let it cool for a minute until it gets all the way cool. Because I don't want to put the whipped topping on top of it and then have it like melt all over the place, because yuck. Anyway, so I'll be back in a few minutes after this has had a chance to cool, and then we'll finish it up and we'll see. Oops, I guess I didn't hit stop. Okay, gingerbread caramel cheesecake part 2. So anyway, it's had a chance to cool, and it's kind of, I don't know, you can see the chunks of cheese. I mean, like I said, I didn't get it completely blended. You could run it through the blender if you need to or want to, but that's it. And this is one meal. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some light whipped topping. I'm going to use a half a tablespoon of light whipped topping. My topping's kind of fallen a little bit, so it's not really puffy, but oh well, I'm going to stick it back in the fridge anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then I'm just going to smooth that out. Cover it. Again, as I've said before, if you need help with figuring out how to count this as your lean and green, against your lean and green, talk to your coach. They can help you. If you need a coach, I'm happy to help you. but they'll point you in the right direction. Okay, so there's that. And then what I'm going to do is add a teaspoon of Walden Farms caramel syrup on the top of that. And you can get fancy schmancy if you want to. I mean, it just depends on, you know, because your food really needs to be pleasing to the eye as well as the palate. So if it looks good, it's, you know, it's like, oh, yum, this is really good. This is decadent. But again, it's up to you how fancy you want to get with it. So I'm just going to drizzle this around. I could run a toothpick through it, but I'm not going to bother with it. Come out of there. So this is a teaspoon. Remember, a serving size or a condiment, one condiment of this is 2 tablespoons. You've got a teaspoon, so that's a 1/6. Anyway, I did math. I swore I wasn't going to do math. And then on top of that, I'm going to put my ground walnuts that I use for my oatmeal. I'm going to measure out 1/8 of a teaspoon of that and just sprinkle it over the top. And then I'll stick this in the fridge, let it get, you know, nice and chilled. This will be something that's good for dessert. But right before I serve this, I would put another teaspoon of the caramel around the edge. That way you get like the caramel sauce in every bite. But there it is. Isn't that beauteous? And it tastes really good too. So, and again, excuse me, it's one meal with a little extra condiments, healthy fats, however you want to count them. You need to figure out how you're going to count these against your stuff. So there it is. Ooh. So I'm going to cover this and stick it in the fridge. I'll have it tonight after dinner instead of my brownie. Okay, I'll have this instead. So anyway, let me know how you like it. If you tried it, my information's down below. Shoot me an email and I'll respond. I respond to everyone that says anything to me. So anyway, have a great day, have a great week, and I will see you all on next Monday. Bye. Really? Bye.